Hi there. So I'm working on thick card today. I'm going to do a little mountain scene, hopefully, and I'm using acrylics. So let's get started. So I'm using, if I can see that, burnt sienna, ultramarine blue, cerulean blue, black, and cream. And if there's anything else, I'll let you know. So, first things first, let's mix a nice grey blue. All my colours are mixed. Don't use anything from the tube, straight from the tube. Always mix with something. And I like to have a lot of layers. So let's start off here with this nice grey blue. It'll be the first of many. I just want to lay where the sky, I'm going to put in where the sky is going to be. And that's more cream. There. Nice and freely. Big strokes, brush strokes. Nice, free. And patchy. Patchy. Even put a little bit more cream in here and there. Nice and patchy. Right, in the foreground here, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I might have to add a yellow. I will do. Let me add a yellow. What should I use? Cad yellow. And I'll just mix that with black and a bit of this and a little bit of that. Maybe some sap green. Yeah. There you go. That's two colours I've added, sap green and the yellow. And let's start to put in it. This is just to indicate where the land is going to be. Which that's gone nice, that's gone almost a bit more yellow. That's a lovely colour. Look at that. Gorgeous colour. Put some marks in it and stuff. Now there'll probably be, put a bit more black in it down there. Probably be more layers, obviously. But look at, see what I mean by patchy? Just leave that there and put that there. Patchy, just different. If you have your paint nice and thick, put a bit more black down there, I like that black. Yeah, if you have your paint nice and thick, like this, quite thick, what you can do then is make marks into it. Nice thick paint. See? Right, let me get a stiff brush now. Some kind of, anything will do. Even this big old thing. Look at that big old thing. Not quite sure what that is supposed to be for, but it does a good job. Now, you might not be able to see that on the camera so much. I'm not sure, but it's definitely got its uses. Anyway, there we are. Right, so we've got that. Just put in some random marks like this. See, all these things go to making you an artist, if you like. Or let's put it this way: your art different. See, a lot of people will do a foreground and they'll just paint, you know, just solid paint with no variation in colour, no marks, no nothing, just solid light green. And then they wonder why their art doesn't look, you know, like professional. Anyway, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you. And I hope I do. And it would be lovely if I have helped you, if you would like to subscribe to the channel, because that helps me. So we're helping each other. Right, back to it. I'm going to get some more. Oh, I've got some cream there. I'm going to lighten. Oh, no. I've got some yellow in there. Not sure about it. No. Well, a little bit. And I suppose. A few more marks. Okay. A few more marks. Leave some of that darker blue underneath. I'm a bit one-handed at the moment because about 4 or 5 days ago I had an accident with my left hand. I was very stupid. I was hedge trimming with an electric hedge trimmer, and yeah, you've guessed it. So I was putting the hedge trimmer down, and I was holding it by the blade because there wasn't a, you know, when you get those handles on your hedge trimmer, I've got another hedge trimmer that's got it. And if I was using that, it wouldn't have happened. But anyway, I was holding it by the blade and putting it down on the ground, and it started up, and it's made a hell of a mess. But I've still got my fingers. Only just mind. It's terrible. I did it 4 or 5 days ago, and this is the best it's felt that I could do anything at all. Couldn't drive or anything. But anyway, there we are. That's that mown over. Let's get back to the painting. So, I love this burnt sienna in the sky. So I mix a bit of black with it. I mix too much black with it. Yeah, I mix too much. Hang on. Bear with me because my hand is blooming sore. Oh, here we go. This is not a bad colour. Let me put that in. It's like a pinky colour. I just like that actually. Just while I think about it, put some of that in. Nice. Okay, let's leave that like that. Let's see what it looks like on there. Oh yeah. Right, I'm going to let that sky dry. Oh, a little bit more. Nice. So nice. It's going to be a plain painting. It's going to be just a sky and some mountains and foreground. See, when you paint, it's nice and thick. Right, you can do things, you know. Right, let's, whoops, Daisy. Let's try a bit of ultramarine. Let's just put that in there. Nice and thick as well. Yeah. It's alright, because a lot of that will be covered in a minute. I just keep going till I like it. I might have enough in that foreground, to be honest with you. I like the foreground. Look at that. Yeah, not bad. But I did pile it on thick. Very thick. Right. I need a palette knife now. Right, a palette knife. Now, I'm going to use the ultramarine and black. So, let's have a look. See what we got. For these mountains. And white. Or cream. Cream, maybe. Well, let's see if that's dark enough. You've got to just experiment with it, really. Just put it on quite thick. With marks in it. It's not bad colour. If you get marks like that with your palette knife, just leave them in. Because we can go over this, see? Just leave them in. That adds to the look. You can leave those bits of white in there. Some of them anyway. Right. I've just sold painting like this. I'm not sure where it's going. I haven't had a look yet. Just sold it yesterday on my gallery. One of my galleries. Anyway, there we are. Right, so put it down here like this. So easy to do these paintings, really. So leave the lines in. I've got a very sharp, got like a knobble on the end of my palette knife. Oops. For some reason, it's just with where it is. It's the metal has formed like a blip. But look, it comes in really handy for effects. So if you haven't got one of these, just use a knife or something to, put the marks in. See, make it so that the land is coming down a bit like this. And then do this to make it look. You can actually, let's put a bit of green in there. Where did that green go? Like that. Hang on, I'm going to mix one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Cadmium yellow, sap green, ooh, and black. If you don't like it, cover it up again. Put a bit in your mountain. Just dab it in like that. At the base of your mountain. Don't like that, I'll have to change it. I like that. Yeah. You can always go over it as well. Mix a bit more in a minute. Right, I'll leave that for a sec and I'll just maybe see what this looks like. A bit of snow on that one. We can do that again in a minute. We can add little bits of pieces of this. But for a minute, let's just, although I like doing it, with this I like doing this kind of thing when the paint underneath is wet and it drags like this. With skies you don't want it wet, but with this you do. And when these paintings are varnished, it gives them a whole other look, you know. Little bits and pieces. How's it looking? Let's have a look back. Oh yeah, there you go. That's looking all right, isn't it? There, base. Oh, I just caught that. It doesn't matter. Into a cloud. Not to worry about that. Right. Now, see, this is a simple. It might look a little bit, you know, complicated, but it's actually not. It's actually quite good for beginners, that. If you know what colours to use and what technique, you know, you use a palette knife for those mountains and things, and the technique for the grasses, might put a bit more in that. It's still wet. Up here. Brilliant technique that for grass, could that be? Let's get this sky a little bit more elaborate, shall we? I don't see why not. I'm going to get a clean palette because it starts, because of when you use yellow and green, you know, you sometimes get it mixed up with your other colours and you don't want to. You don't want to do that. Right, I'll get a little bit of this to put in the sky. This is a cream again that I've mixed. I mix all different shades of cream. Loads of different shades of cream. And the basis is really white and yellow ochre. Sometimes I use a bit of cad yellow, depending on what I want, you know. And that's the basis of all. Because on here it doesn't, you know, it doesn't look like it, does it? But it is. Now, you leave it exposed underneath, whatever's underneath. Leave exposed. And these skies you can go on and on forever. Now, I might put, that's a bit dark. When it's dry, I might put a slight wash of a lighter colour. There. I probably will. It's a bit intense. But anyway, so let's see what we got here. And even when I've done this, how's it looking? Even when I've done this, I might even go over it you know. I might decide to start putting darks in it again. That's how you get these skies, you know. Lots and lots of layers, you see. What I like to do as well, I can't do it at the moment because the mountains are so wet. But what I like to do is bring the mist down over the mountains, but they've got to be dry. I do it with trees as well. See, there's a bit of blue gone in there because the mountains are wet. It's all right. Let's let them dry. Let them. Right, so this video I'm going to dedicate to one of my subscribers called Parsley Dragonus 1. And they always complain if I don't talk on the videos. You know, these videos that I put up that just have some music and some running text, you know, subtitles. They don't like it. They do not like it. So this is for you especially, okay? Right. There. So what I'm going to do now, it's nice and dry. I'm going to get a towel. I'm going to get some watery. I'm going to water down my cream paint. I'm just going to come in here. I'll come over these mountains just barely. Just barely. Watered right down that paint. Go over the mountains, just slightly. Where else was I going to go? See what a difference it makes. There. See, just made it look slightly misty over the mountain, rather than those very hard edges that we've got. Oh. It's barely touching, but it is there. It is there. Right, I'll dry it again. Try it again, and then I'll take the tape off and let you see it. See what a difference that's made. There, that little bit of mist, watery, watered the it's barely any paint in it, It's so watery. But there you go. So I'll dry it and take the tape off and let you see it. And when that's in a frame with glass, it will look lovely. So here it is with the tape removed. And as I said, I think you'll enjoy doing it. So that's all for now. I'll see you next time. Meanwhile, lots of love from Cornwall. Bye for now.